We know that we're recording this with Klaus tonight, and as we speak, Klaus assures me that he is raising a glass with us. So first of all, can I just ask you to say hello, Klaus, so that we can capture it on the video? Hello, Klaus! We're sorry that you can't make it, Klaus, but we know that you're here in spirit, and that Klaus has asked me to send his greetings to you. I would like to thank Anna and Maria for giving me the opportunity to speak with you tonight as well, and also for mounting what is such a wonderful exhibition. I love this gallery, I love the space, and I don't think I've ever seen an exhibition here that hasn't done justice to the work, and this is no exception. So congratulations to Savia. This is quite an occasion tonight, because you're seeing on the walls a new direction which Klaus has decided to follow. That direction includes a focus on wall pieces, and there is emerging a new series which I'll talk a little bit about, which is why the show is called Momentum, because it's gathering a new energy in a new direction, and as you walk around with me tonight talking about some of the works, I'll explain what this new energy really does mean. I'd like to start off with a quote from Einstein. And I know he's the sort of quintessential scientist, but every now and then Einstein did come up with some really pithy quotes that get you thinking, and I think there was one quote of his in particular that I think is very pertinent to what we can think about tonight when we look at Klaus's work. So this is the quote: "Logic will get you from A to Z. Imagination will get you everywhere." And that's what I want to talk about with Klaus's work tonight. This work is a wonderful invitation to use your imagination when you're looking at it. It's a two-way thing. It's born very deeply of Klaus's own visual and emotional imagination, and it's an invitation to you to embark on your own imagination journey with the work. One particular series that I want to talk about tonight, and remember I said that there is some new momentum here, it's a series which Klaus has titled. Now, those of you who've been following Klaus's work know that he doesn't often title his work, and that's for a very specific reason, because he wants you to bring your own thoughts and meanings and understandings uninhibited to the work. But on this occasion, Klaus has chosen to title the new series that he's working on, and there are 5 pieces in this series at the moment, and they're called Durchblicker. And apologies to Klaus for my German pronunciation. And I'll try to explain to you a little bit about what I think Klaus understands through his work using that term. The German term can be described in English as a sense of transparency, of looking through things, a sense of flowing in and out of layers. And I think once you start to look at these works, you'll get a little bit of an idea of why that title is starting to make sense. But I wanted to give you another way of looking at the works, and another sort of way of approaching this concept of Durchblicker. When I researched the term, I discovered that some art historians actually use it to describe a Roman style of painting that those of you who've been looking at the villas in Pompeii will have seen on the walls of the villas. So it's often styled as the 4th period of Roman painting. And it's that style, and I think you'll know what I mean. If you look at a Roman villa, often you might see a painting of a window on a wall, and then through the window is painted a scene, and the scene might go on to a beautiful vista of rolling hills and woods and sky, or it might be a vista of gods and legends. And so what you're faced with when you come into what were these small rooms in a Roman villa was actually a whole other world of imagination. It was playing with reality. There was an ambiguity there. You didn't know quite what you were looking at. You had to use your imagination. It was a bit of fun. It was terribly ornate. It used golds and reds and yellows, and the whole thing was terribly technically virtuosy. But also, it really was playing with your sense of, is this a wall? Is it a window? Is it another world? Go make of it what you want. So that was one in interpretation of Joyce Plicker in the history of art. And it's one way of looking at these works. If you stand in front of them for a little moment and start to look into them, you'll see that there are layers upon layers of colour and line, of depth, transparency. You can really start to move around. As you move around them, they will change. They're playing with your sense of vision. Sometimes they will appear black. If you move around them, they will appear as graphic. Sometimes they will appear flat. If you move into them, they will become 3D. So these are works that you can really take some time with to look and enjoy and explore as you stand in front of them. So I invite you to do that with all the works in this show. Claus has done that with a language. It's not the language of the Roman Pompeii villa wall, it's the language of abstract geometry. And those of you who know Claus's work will know that this has been very much a part of his inspiration for all the work that he's been doing ever since the 1970s when he started using mosaic. So here I think is the latest, most sophisticated, I think, development of his abstract colour language on these pieces you see tonight. That's all I'll say about the work. I hope that's given you a little bit of a feel for how to enjoy these works as you move around amongst them and spend some time with them. Claus has also asked me to make some very special acknowledgements tonight for people who have been helping him behind this exhibition tonight. So firstly, he would like me to thank Mel Willis, one of our Canberra artists, and Amos Enders Moya, Claus's son, for assistance in grinding the wall panels. The surface of these panels has to be ground to a very, very fine finish to get that sense of looking into it in that depth. This is a very, very important technical part of getting these works to their perfect state. So that was a very important assistance. Claus would also like to thank Kathy and Ben Edels, who helped him with some of the work as they had arrived in the gallery. Also to Danilo Enders, Claus's son, and Helen and Johannes Atkinson, friends and colleagues from Canberra, and Nigel Coates for taking care of the packaging and the transport. Always there is the stuff to do, and they did the stuff. And last but not least, Claus would like to thank Brigitte, his wife and partner of many years, for her profound support. I know that she brings a wealth of experience and artistic vision that Claus appreciates so much, and that she has been very much a part of Claus thinking through this exhibition tonight. I would also like to thank Claus for his generosity in spending so much time talking with me about this exhibition. We've enjoyed many exciting moments talking about the new directions of his work. He's also been very generous in talking with me as I write the book. The life of a writer can sometimes be difficult, but at least when you know that you have the insights of the artist himself, you know at least you've got a chance of being accurate. So on behalf of Klaus, I would like to thank you all for coming tonight. I know you will enjoy this exhibition immensely, and I invite you all to spend some time with the work. Thank you very much.
Thank you.